Hi guys. Also, my voice may sound a little different because, you know, uh, it's probably my first time recording a video. First of all, this video is gonna be no cuts, no editing, because I don't have an editing app or whatever. So this is like raw footage. So I can't go live on YouTube because I just literally started the channel. But this is as close as live as you can get, you can say. So I'm gonna be doing, okay, let me do this. You can say I'm gonna be doing you can see the beauty blenders. So I'm gonna be doing my makeup, but so I'm gonna try to keep talking about things so that way it won't get like awkwardly silenced. But this is my first video, like I kept saying, so you will get randomly pauses and stuff because I'm not used to this. So yeah, so first I'm gonna go and do my eyebrows with the 3D Contour Artist Cream Palette by RK, which is a contour palette, but I like to use you can tell I use it a lot. I'm going to use the lightest brown for my eyebrows. So I can't do it on the camera because I really can't see. I have a little background noise, like a little background music, but it's like copyright free music, so that way the video won't get taken down and stuff. I'm gonna use like a angle brush, so let's see how it goes. So I guess I'm gonna start on this video with like a universal topic, which is relationship. Now I'm being a little bit conflicted whether I should talk about romance relationships or friendships or family relationships, or maybe I do a little mix of different type of relationships. And actually, let me turn my fan off so there won't be no other background noises. First, let's start by introducing myself. My name is Ariel, Ariel, however you want to call it. I am 26 years old, and I am currently living in Texas. Now, do we want to say where in Texas? No, we don't. Because there is some weird people, honestly. There's somebody, which I don't want to name drop or look like I'm trying to say somebody like a already known influencer. Also, this is like Rebel. I don't want to say other like YouTubers' name just so it could look like I'm trying to get clout from the name or whatever. But I have seen another influencer from Texas actually, which is Nyalea, where people have figured out where she lives and stuff, and people have been really stalkerish, if that's even a word. And I'm a person that is big on family, so like I'm choosing to do these videos, my family's not, so I'm trying to keep them out of this whole thing. So as a general, I live in Texas, period. Now let's act like I'm being interviewed. Why do you want to start a YouTube channel? Well, I have always wanted to do like a YouTube channel do my makeup and stuff like that, or not even just makeup wise. I always wanted to do like a YouTube channel, period, because I used to watch a lot of like YouTubers when I was younger, when I was growing up. I know this name is a little controversial. Well, I'm about to give you guys two names that are controversial, which is Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson. I first started watching YouTube when I was like probably middle school / high school, and one of the people that I used to watch a lot, it used to be Shane Dawson. If we take out whatever controversy or whatever opinion you may have of him, he was a person that had been on the platform for a real long time. Started from MySpace and all of that, and then went to Facebook. So it was somebody that they used to be my generation back then, you know. So that was a person that I used to watch a lot. That was the person that I used to watch when it comes to just vlogging and making videos. Now, Jeffree Star is one of the beauty influencers that I used to watch the most for when it came to the beauty industry. I used to watch him a lot. I actually own the Blue Blood palette. The conspiracy, actually when the conspiracy palette came out, which is a Jeffree Star Cosmetic X Shane Dawson collab. I bought it the day that it came out. I was that person that was like refreshing my page, trying to make sure that I was able to get it the day that it was released. I remember how like 2-3 browser, I had Morphe, I had all these browsers open, make sure that I was able to get my palette. I was actually at work at the time, and I was able to get it. Why? Because again, I was a fan of both of them. I have the Blue Blood because I just love it. I have the nude palette, which I can't remember. I want to say it's what is it called? I can't remember, but it's all nude palette. I have that one. I have bought for my sister who loves makeup. I have bought one for her. So I think I have a total like 4 Jeffree Star Cosmetic palettes, honestly. Again, because I'm still very much a fan. So today we might use some of those palettes, you know? So for now, the eyebrows are done. So let's do the concealer. We are gonna use the Super Stay by Maybelline, which the names are almost blurred out because I have used it so much. So yeah, those are some of the people that were influential when it came to me loving the social media. I'm back. So right now I'm just trying to outline my eyebrows so that way we can shape them a little better. Like I was saying, I was talking about like influencers that, you know, they have played a part in me liking or possibly wanting to do a YouTube channel at some point. Those were the main ones. Those are like the veterans, you know, that I used to like. Then we had a wave of like a million other beauty influencers that came into the industry, you know. Yeah, but like I still stuck by those. But let's actually start talking about the topic of today. You might see a little pink, and that's just because honestly the last time I used this beauty blender, I used it for a little blush. So don't judge me. I haven't cleaned it yet. And also, none of this is sponsored. This is just me, a loyal consumer, using the products that I like. And I mostly like every makeup brand. It's not like I'm sponsored or tied to any brand specifically, you know? So let's say this channel do grow at some point, you know? I mean, I'm just doing this for fun, honestly. Just because my motto is don't ever live with the what ifs. So let's say tomorrow, which this might sound a little dark, let's say tomorrow I'm no longer in this earth. Why would I have wanted to departure without ever doing a video, you know? So let's say I'm in whichever you believe in, the other life or another place, after my body's buried or cremated. I know that sounds harsh. What if wherever I'm at, or whatever my brain or my mind is, I start looking back into my life like, wow, what if I would have done that channel? What if I had the guts or what if I was brave enough to do that video, you know, or that channel, which is why I'm doing this now. Because life is only one, and to me, that's my personal opinion. Life is only one, so why ever regret doing something, you know? Again, that's just me. I know a lot of like big influencers do the whole face first and then do the eyeshadow. I'm one that does his eyebrows, eyeshadow, and then start working on the face. So after my eyebrows are done and highlighter, and my eyelids are pretty much set with concealer. And also, like I said, I do have a lot of like name brand makeup, but I just do a mix of like high-end name brand and like drugstore. Like this beauty blender and this one and this one, they're either from the dollar store or Walmart or even Amazon. Look, I know for a fact this is from Amazon because I'm a job and they gave me like an Amazon gift card, and that's how I ordered that palette, that contour palette. I remember that for sure. I'm gonna go in with the Morphe Artist palette, which it was actually a gift from a good friend of mine. And this is how it looks. We're gonna start with, it doesn't have any names, so I'm actually gonna go in with this one, the one next to the black one, which is a little bit of a reddish brown. It looks like it has a little like red undertone. And also my brushes, a lot of them I literally order from Amazon. And we're gonna go with the corner of my eyes. And do a little bit like this. Also, I am not claiming to be like a 10 out of 10 makeup artist. This is just me doing my makeup based on what I have practiced and I have seen on some of the beauty influencers. So Again, I'm not a professional. This is purely out of just, I like makeup, you know? So if somebody ever asks me in the comments, let me address this right now. What are your pronouns? Do you identify as a gay man or whatever? To me, the labels are for the brands and for the clothes, not for the humans. And not that I'm ashamed of saying what I am. It's just that, like, that's my life. That's my private life, honestly. And before somebody start like, oh, then I guess you're non-binary. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. That's up to you. I identify as Ariel or Ariel, however you wish to pronounce it. So to me, I identify as me. Much respect to the people that wish to set the record straight for themselves. It's not my case. Nor am I judging whoever do wish to be called whatever they want to be called or labeled as however they wish to be labeled. Just for myself, I just want to be labeled as Ariel/Ariel. Ethnicity, I am Salvadorian/Mexican or fully Salvadorian or fully Mexican, whatever you wish. I am Hispanic/Latino/Latinx. That's who I am. Whatever you hear out of my mouth is what you would know from me. Whatever I wish to share, that's just me, you know? Don't feel like I'm ashamed to, like, maybe reveal certain things about myself. It's just like, everybody at some point, I feel like a lot of people overshare, and then when it gets to a point that, like, they don't like that so many people know so many things about themselves, then they want to be like, oh, but I want to keep this private now, which I'm not judging them. I'm just saying, like, my family's private, so whatever you hear about me is what I wish to share about me. I can't share about anybody else in my life. So, you know, I hope you guys don't take that the wrong way. It's just that I respect everybody around me, so I would always keep that or them in their privacy. So there's gonna be basically like the base color. I know. I keep saying, like, I know I'm gonna go back to, like, the original topic, which was relationships. So let's go to that. And the reason why I'm doing the topic is just so it won't get awkward, or you guys just, or I just start rambling over other things. Now I'm gonna go with like a little brown in the corners, which is this brown above the black shadow, which is kind of like a metallic brown, honestly. Okay, back to the topic, Ariel. Relationships. I know I'm only 26, so I'm still young. So maybe let's talk about my first love. There was a person that I was in love with when I was fairly young, or at least a person that at the time I considered the love of my life. We all know young love, puppy love, high school sweetheart or middle school sweetheart love. Well, that was the case for me. I finished both brown corners out of camera because I ran out of storage, and I had to delete some apps, you know. So far I have 2 tones, and now I'm just gonna do my inner corner, and then I'm gonna get started on my face. So I was talking about, yeah, I was young, you know, recap. This actually happened in early high school. I can't say too much because there's people that will know what I'm talking about. And again, I'm choosing to speak about my life, not nobody else's life. I was heavily in love with a person that I also knew it was a person that I should never date. But people told me, like, please don't get involved with this person. You know that it's not gonna go nowhere other than toxic. I'm also using, again, lube. So I'm using for this inner corners the fourth color to do this color right here. And like I was saying, I would never speak bad of the person that I was dating. It was just, even my friends told me at the time to not date the person. But again, your mom can tell you, your pastor, if you're a religious person, can tell you. If you believe in God, himself can come down from the sky and tell you not to date this person. But when you're young and just stuck in your ways, you would never listen to anyone. And that was my case. And I had to learn the hard way. And I chose to still. So, you know, I still decided to be surrounded and play like I had a relationship with this person, because I was in love, the person wasn't in love. Or at least the person used to lead me to believe they were in love, even though in the long run, I figured out the person was not in love. So that is the 3 colors. Now let's do the inner corner. It will be the first shade. So, you know, me and that person had our situation for about 3 years, honestly, in high school. Then the person decided to mess with a person that I was close with, and that's all I can say. So I'm back. So yeah, you know, I decided to keep dating the person almost 4 years into high school, honestly. And during those 4 years, I would love to say, oh my God, the person was so sweet, so loving. The person had decided to show a lot of, like, what now we know as red flags. I'm about to do my foundation, which is gonna be with LA Colors Truly Matte Lund Wearing High Pigmented Foundation. But yeah, like, the person I was dating at the dating, I use that term very loosely at the time and even now. The person has shown, honestly, really, like, controlling tendencies. and very much like things are gonna go my way or the highway. It became a very toxic relationship to the point that like I couldn't, I mean, this is gonna be a little bit strong information, and this is information that a lot of people did not know back then when I was in high school. So if anybody from my high school hear this, well, you know, at some point somebody had to hear it. The person that I was seeing, let's stop using the term dating, because honestly, on the long run, we found out that I was never dating this person. We were just seeing each other, maybe other things. Maybe or maybe not. I was the person that was a different size compared to the rest of the friend group. So this person used to tell me, but yeah, like at the time, the person that I was dating used to tell me like, do you want to keep being the bigger person of your friend group, or you should put down that burger? Which to me, when I was young and dumb, I used to think like, oh, you know, no, I don't. You know, I don't want to be the bigger person in my friend group. Now let's contour, guys. So I used to listen like, oh, okay, you know, let me start myself. And it actually became so toxic to the point that like I made it a goal within myself. Which I know the person did not tell me like, hey, you have to weigh a certain amount, a pound. But those comments hit different when you're young and impressionable and you just want to look good for the person that you think you're in love with, you know? So I went from like, I used to be like a size extra large. I went down to like a medium and small. Why? Because I had to make sure I look good for my person. Which now, oh babe, let somebody tell me something like that, oh, I'm sending them straight back to their mama's house. Because now I'm confident in myself and I don't care how much I weigh. I care about how I feel and how I look and how I see myself, you know? But at the time I was young. Again, this happened since I was like 14. So it was like a whole different person, you know? So that happened. I had a little eating disorder due to this, which my advice to anybody that is young and dealing with a person that is trying to control everything you do is run. Because again, I went down to a little sun kiss. I went down to a whole size small. Yet the person I was dating would tell me like, oh, now you look good. Now you look better. But since I heard for so long that I was not looking my best and I was not looking good enough, even when I was that size small, I didn't see it that way. In the mirror, I was still seeing the bigger friend. And honestly, and then that happened for a few months. Honestly, almost a year that I felt that way. We're gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Nicole Guerriero Glow Kit. Also a gift from a friend for our highlight. But yeah, it took almost a year. And I had to go to the doctor because, not to be too graphic about what happened, but I did something that nobody should ever do, which was, you know what I'm saying? To lose the weight so fast. Which now I wish I would have never done that. But at the time I was young and dumb. And my family was even questioning. It went from like, oh, you look good, you lost weight, you know? To like, is everything okay? Because I could be at the dinner table with my parents, having a nice dinner. For my under eyeshadow, I'm gonna use a nice little gold. It went from, again, you look good, whatever, to having a nice dinner. We're having a whole conversation. Eating. Next, you know, 2 seconds later, I'm running to the restroom because I have no longer had to provoke myself. It was just happening naturally at this point. My body was so used to like, oh, you don't want to retain any food. So now, anytime you eat, I help you. And I make sure you don't retain any food. Which is not a good thing, you know? So I have a little gold under. So that's what happened. Then I woke up and one day, honestly, I woke up and I realized like, this is just not worth it. Let's do a nude. This is honestly, I don't know by who this is, but it's a matte lip. It's a MLMS05 Bad Attitude, which is like a nude color lipstick. So since the eyeshadow is so strong, we're just gonna use a nude lip. And we are going to put on top of that LA Colors High Shine Shea Butter Lip Gloss. But yeah, one day I woke up and I was like, oh, this is just not worth it, you know? Also, keep in mind, other discrepancies had happened along the way. So this is how it looks after putting both lashes on, which, like I was saying, I don't know if it caught on the last video, but I got them for Balacia Lashes, which is a good friend of mine, not the person from the brand, but like a friend of mine ordered them from Amazon. They look like this, and she gave them to me. Now let's just put a little setting spray. I like to soak my face to make sure, you know, I don't look powdery. And the last thing I'm gonna do is put a little more blush, powder brush, blush. Which this one is by NYX Blush. Also a gift from a friend of mine. And this is the final product. Also, this is no filter. A lot of beauty influencers show you the final product with a lot of filters and stuff. This is no filter. This is just raw. Again, I'm not an expert, but like, also to close down the chapter of the relationship stuff, yeah, left the person and moved on to a better life, I guess. I had other relationship stuff, but that's for like next chapter. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, it's free, and I mean, leave a comment about relationship stuff, and or any questions that you guys need to me. So let me know what y'all think, and maybe we start building a family or community from this. Thank you guys for watching. Again, subscribe, drop a like, and comment. Let's see what we can do next time. Suggest colors or any glam or looks that you want to see in the future too, or any topics. Toodaloo.